My name is Gerber Touma, and I came from Leipzig, Haifa. It was worthwhile to be here because I had quiet time. I could concentrate only on the work without any disturbance. So I felt very inspired from the nature and from some aspects of the way of life, but basically from the nature and from the quiet nature and from the fact that I could begin to paint in the morning and end in the evening. So I feel I used the time good. I have still 1 week. I hope to do some other things. So I feel, yes, it was for me a new experience because in my day-to-day life I have so many other projects and other works that I cannot just work painting. So I discovered also aspects that through the years they just gone, and now I discovered them again. I paint, but not so much because I have many other projects, and I write books, I write poetry, and I publish poetry and short stories. I do concerts with a friend, musician. So it's a much busy life. And I must also say that my life in Leipzig, it inspires me to write, to think, but it doesn't inspire me to paint. And I feel inspired in Haifa, and I felt it here. And I think I feel inspired to paint where the sun shines. And when the sun doesn't shine, I think about the world, and I don't have this feeling of, because painting is something else than writing. Writing is more reflective, and painting is more an act of creativity, which I cannot explain, but it's an act of, you just create, you don't really reflect on things. So this is the difference between, and actually the project's name is Identities, and so I was in Haifa, I was in Leipzig, and now I'm here, and I noticed that in every place some other aspects of my personality is strengthened. And in Haifa, for example, I make many sketches. In Leipzig, I write. Here, I paint with colors. Unusual for my colors also. They are very bright, very expression of my wish to live and to be happy. So every place activated another part in my personality, which is in the end the identity of a person. We don't have one identity, we have different aspects, and in different places with different people, one thing comes to blossoms, let's put it this way. So I felt here the painting blossoms in me, and I'm happy for this thing. So it's diversity, but here I forgot everything, and I must actually prepare for Leipzig, but it's difficult to. I must prepare because we want to make concerts, so I must prepare for the concert now. But I'm so preoccupied with painting that I have difficulty to write, to answer the emails. I must do it today, I think. People, yes. This is my problem. When I come to a place, I forget all other places. When I come to Haifa, 5 minutes, I forgot everything. It's a problem. I have neighbors, and the wife of the, I don't know, the lady, let's call it. I never saw her, but they have grapes, wine grapes, that they have fields. So in the morning, she used to come and to put water to the plants. I never saw her face, but she inspired me to paint. And so I did several pictures where she inspired me, although I never saw her. And yesterday I saw her full. And they have a daughter, and I never saw him also. But I painted, or I did a colorful drawing with the child, with the mother, and with the father. Although I never saw them, but they sound created by me a vision of this family. So it was interesting. Maybe I will visit them in their place. I don't. They are neighbors. So this was a kind of interesting moment. Yes. Yes, I think it was very interesting. Mohab has big knowledge. He's really a knowledgeable person, and I found in him also a very supportive person, a very good person. So I think I learned also much about his city. He loves very much Egypt, and he loves his city, Alexandria. So from his stories and his attitude, I think I learned something about other places, and maybe also not to have a picture of a place, but to meet a person and to hear from him about this place. Because now, after he told me about his place and about his way of life, I have another picture of Egypt, of Alexandria. I think that I am very happy that I met him, yes.
My name is Mohab Abdelghaffar, Egyptian Canadian artist. I born in Alexandria, Egypt. Studied fine art in the Faculty of Fine Arts in Alexandria University. I studied graphic and printmaking. Also painting and drawing as well. I tried to put the effort in my work, and I think I'm okay with that now. Yeah, I feel okay with my work. That I think I did okay. I'm always inspired by the ancient civilizations, especially the ancient Egyptian civilizations and the Iraqi ancient civilization, the Mesopotamians. And I'm using the always, it's not exactly using, but I recreate the kind of elements which is coming of the ancient Egyptian sculpture and paintings and relief. And always find these things the most excited things to me to as visually, because it is something like it is in the history of my mind, like because I grown up in Egypt, and I always been in the places which is full of the temples and the tombs and paintings of the ancient Egyptians. So it might contains some feelings inside my mind, maybe my spirit, and that's why I'm always, when I'm do painting, these things is coming. I mean that I didn't bring it like by force, or I'm leaving myself to search and create things from my the history of my mind, and that's it. Maybe, yeah. I think I produced something is maybe parallel of what I lived and what I saw, and I think I didn't copy the elements that I saw from the ancient Egyptian art, but I recycle it and I create maybe something different, something my own. That's why. I think I had my own way to see, and I had my own way to feel things, and that's why that when I expose myself or my work, I think I expose it while from the side that how I feel things, how I touch things. How I touch things from inside, how I feel the power of things. You got me? Because in the ancient Egyptian art is not only the view or the visually features only this, but there is a power in every piece in this ancient art. There is a power. Yeah, so I think I got these things from the power, that I think I touched that power somehow, or I communicate with that my power is communicated with this kind of power. So I think that's why these things come to me, and I recycle. I said I recreate. If you notice that I didn't, there is no copy of something from the ancient civilization, but you can feel that there is something here. There is a kind of like you're going back to a long back history or something like that. Yeah, but you didn't see something with to copy a kind of sculpture or a kind of painting or a kind of even small elements like flowers and things like that. But I put things in my own way. I did these things my own way. Like here, and the queen is sitting in here, but everything is coming over of her head, you know, like so. So this is a kind of recreate the whole world from this area to the whole world. But in somehow she's the queen is carrying a bird, and the bird to me is myself. Like I'm dreaming of to free myself the whole time, and that's why I put the bird in here. So it's part of me and part of the old things that I used to put it and move it in on the surface of my paintings all the time.